So I'm on my last day of vaping the 3-nic juice. It's day 11, and I'm going to stop vaping after this for at least a month is my plan, as long as I'm not too addicted, which I doubt I am, because I'm not feeling too many cravings for this. I think the main reason is there's not much nicotine. You can see it's 3 milligrams of nicotine per milliliter. And I've been vaping about 1 milliliter per day, which is not much compared to cigarettes. I've realized once I did the calculations how much less vaping this nicotine juice is, how much less nicotine compared to cigarettes. Cigarettes are, they say, an average of 12 milligrams of nicotine per cigarette. And this, so I've been vaping only 3 milligrams about per day. Whereas a cigarette is 4 times as much nicotine, and that's only one cigarette. So, if I vape about the same amount as I smoke cigarettes, then I would be smoking about 10 cigarettes per day, is my estimate. As I did the 100 cigarettes, I was almost smoking 10 per day. And it seemed like about the same amount of smoking compared to vaping as vaping 1 milliliter. So if I was to smoke 10 cigarettes per day, that would be 120 milligrams of nicotine compared to 3 milligrams of nicotine. So that's about 40 times difference. So 3-nic vape juice is a pretty big difference from cigarettes. And I've noticed the difference. I noticed the difference a bit from the start, and then noticed even more yesterday when I had 3 cigarettes yesterday for the first time in like about almost 6 weeks. Just because my friend was having some, so I figured I'd try some again to see what effects it had. And it is noticeable, the difference. The cigarettes have way more of an effect. Like, I could feel it instantly once I smoked, well, not instantly, but a few seconds later, I could feel the big difference. But this is only 3-nic. So you can go at least to 20. I don't know much about this at all, really. So I've been vaping about 3/4 of this section, which fills up with nic juice. But if you increase to 20 nic, I'm not sure how that compared to cigarettes. Well, it beats about 7 times the amount of nicotine as this, so it still would be way less than cigarettes. Unless I'm mistaken. Maybe intake more nicotine with vaping, I'm not sure. I wanted to show the ingredients on my sorbet brand nicotine juice. Vegetable glycol, propylene glycinol, and then natural and artificial flavoring, and nicotine. So the 4 ingredients. I'm not sure if that's normal because I'm quite new to this. I have a feeling that this is extra healthy vape juice, and most of them have more ingredients because this seems like nothing really. It's based those 2 ingredients: vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol. I looked them up on Google, of course, and they seem similar to vegetable oil, which is in like a lot of processed foods I eat. So it seems about as unhealthy as eating fries. So just as for reference, compared to cigarettes, it's got to be about 100 times healthier, or should I say 100 times less unhealthy. So for any smokers who might be wanting to quit, I would highly suggest vaping. I mean, way more healthy and way more convenient as well. I've noticed that, although I only smoked 100 cigarettes, but that was still inconvenient having to go outside every time for a cigarette. This stuff, I mean, you can do it anywhere. Maybe I'm not even sure. I think it's not allowed in public, which is probably kind of dumb because there's no problem with it really. But, maybe that's just indoors, public, outdoor, I think you'd be allowed. But, I mean, you can do it in your own house, easy, and it smells good. Big difference from cigarettes. It smells good and tastes good. You just, while you're on the computer or watching TV, vape all you want. Maybe I have a bit more of addiction than I thought. Now that I have some more, and this is the last, the last bit. I'm going to vape for a month is my plan. I think I'll miss it a bit. I just don't feel too addicted, but I could be mistaken because, I mean, it's subconscious. The real effect is when the nicotine enacts the dopamine. You feel the dopamine, but you almost don't even notice it, I find. I don't notice it from this at all. Cigarettes, it's hard to say. So, I don't know, I'll see. After this video, I'm done this. I'll try to stop for a month, and so we'll see how addicted I feel and see if I'm in nicotine withdrawal at all. I'm curious about that. Hopefully those 3 cigarettes I had yesterday don't change the effects for nicotine withdrawal.